Hey, I'm Kristen from A Mindful Mom, and today I'm going to share with you how to make the most delicious, creamy, Instant Pot chocolate cheesecake. If you're new here, welcome to my kitchen. I love sharing with you easy recipes your family will love, and I love my Instant Pot, and I really love chocolate. And today's recipe is for all my chocolate lovers out there. This recipe for chocolate cheesecake is perfection. It's rich, it's creamy, it's luscious, it's absolutely one of my favorite desserts. And we're gonna make it in the Instant Pot, which gives it the most perfect texture. Why use the Instant Pot for cheesecake? Well, the Instant Pot cooks using a moist heat. So it's much like you would cook a traditional cheesecake in a water bath in the oven. The moist heat of the Instant Pot cooks the cheesecake perfectly and keeps it creamy and luscious. You guys, it's so perfect. And best of all, you can make the crust and the batter in a food processor. So it comes together pretty easily. Let's get started so that you can fulfill your chocolate craving. For this cheesecake, you're going to need a 7 by 3 inch springform pan or a 7 by 3 inch cake pan. The first thing we're gonna do is melt our chocolate. I'm gonna use 3/4 of a cup or 6 ounces of semi-sweet chocolate chips. You can use chocolate chunks or chocolate bars. Just be sure to cut up into small pieces so that the chocolate melts quickly. To melt our chocolate, I'm gonna pour in 1/4 cup of really strong hot coffee. Coffee may sound like an odd addition, but the coffee is really going to bring out the cocoa notes in our cheesecake. It's not going to give it a flavor of coffee, it's just going to make that chocolate flavor really, really pop. Next, we need to process our crust. To our food processor, I'm going to add in about 12 Oreo cookies. You can use any chocolate sandwich cookie you like. You could use chocolate graham crackers. You can even use regular graham crackers if that's what you have on hand. We want about 1 cup of crumbs total, which again is about 12 cookies. Place those in your food processor and process until coarse crumbs are formed. While the food processor is going, I'm going to add in 3 tablespoons of melted butter to bring the cookie crumbs together. Pour your crumbs into your cake pan or springform pan. Use parchment paper or your hands to press the crust evenly out over your pan. Now I'm gonna pop my pan into the freezer and let it set up for about 10 minutes while I process my batter. You could also bake this at 375 degrees for 10 minutes if you want a crispy, crunchy base. That's not necessary, but by all means, if you like that texture, go ahead and pop it in the oven while you prepare your batter. I'm gonna rinse out my food processor and give it a quick dry and then put it back together, and we're gonna make our batter right in our food processor, which makes cleanup that much easier, and the food processor is really going to break down all of the ingredients to a creamy consistency. To your food processor, place 2 packages of cream cheese. This is 16 ounces total of cream cheese. Make sure you use full fat cream cheese or the 3rd reduced fat or the Neufchtel cream cheese. You never want to use fat-free cream cheese when making a cheesecake. The texture and the consistency will not turn out. You also want to make sure your cream cheese is at room temperature. I take my cream cheese out and let it set at room temperature for a couple hours before I make my batter. That's really, 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 really important if you want a smooth cheesecake batter. If you don't want lumps in your cheesecake, by all means, place your cream cheese out for several hours before you intend to make this cheesecake. We're going to add in 1/2 cup of granulated sugar, 2 eggs, 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1/4 cup of sour cream. The sour cream is gonna add some tang and flavor and kind of help to mellow out some of the richness in this cheesecake. Again, use full fat sour cream or reduced fat sour cream. Do not use fat-free sour cream. We're going to pour in our chocolate coffee mixture. Place your lid on the food processor and process for just 1 minute or until the mixture comes together and is creamy and there are no lumps. Now I'm going to make a foil ring to place underneath my pan, and that's going to help me pull my pan out of my Instant Pot after it's cooked. It's really easy to do. You just need a strip of foil and then you give it a fold a couple times lengthwise. Pour your batter into your prepared pan. Gently tap on your counter to remove any air bubbles. We're going to cover our cheesecake with foil. Place your rack inside your inner pot of your Instant Pot. And we're going to pour in 1 cup of room temperature or cold tap water into your Instant Pot for a 6-quart Instant Pot, and 1.5 cups of water for an 8-quart Instant Pot. We're going to place our cheesecake inside our Instant Pot. Place your lid on your Instant Pot. Be sure your vent knob is pointed towards sealed, not venting. And then we're going to set cook time to cook for 40 minutes on high pressure. To do this, hit manual or pressure cook and use the plus or minus buttons to adjust until it reads 40. It will take a few minutes for cook time to start, for pressure to build, and then cook time will begin to count down. Once cook time has elapsed, leave your Instant Pot alone. It's okay if it's on, keep warm, and you want pressure to release naturally for at least 10 minutes. 15 is best. I find that after 10 minutes, my Instant Pot has typically already naturally released all the pressure because there's only 1 cup of liquid in the bottom of my inner pot. You're going to open your Instant Pot and remove your cheesecake using your foil sling and leave your cheesecake rest for 10 minutes. Then remove the foil. If there's any water or condensation on top of your cheesecake, use a paper towel to gently blot it off. And then rewrap your cheesecake and place in the fridge for at least 4 hours. Overnight is best before you slice it up and enjoy. I have some ready to go right here. You guys, I can't wait to dig in. It is seriously perfection. It is the creamiest cheesecake. The sour cream really helps to make this super creamy and balances out all the flavor. The chocolate's coming through. There is a little hint of mocha flavor in the background. And then the cookie crust, it's just perfection. You guys, this is a must-make recipe if you love chocolate and you love cheesecake. Or you can check out how to make my Instant Pot regular cheesecake in the next video if you like plain cheesecake or you just want another delicious recipe up your sleeve. All right, I'm gonna keep digging in. I'll catch you in the next video.